Hello, everyone, and welcome to some Solano College basketball here on the Solano College Sports Network. My name is Holden Beers, and alongside me, Drew Kirby and Robert Murray on the call tonight for this game. We have a good one tonight as the 5-12 Solano Falcons take on the 1-17 Napa Storm. Both teams have been struggling as of late as the Falcons and Storm are both in losing streaks looking to get a W here tonight. Robert, what can you tell us about this struggling Napa team?
Well, yeah, this Napa team, they come in struggling. They're 1-16 on the year, but I still look for them to put up a good fight. They have a decent bench unit, and I would look for them to be a key in tonight's game. No matter how much the Solano team wants to shoot the ball, they're going to go out there and defend at the arc. They're going to try and stop that Solano attack from beyond the arc, which is quite dangerous, as we all have come to accustom watching this season. And last year, that overtime game, and we saw Chris Farrington dropped 48 points in that game. Just unbelievable. And he might be looking for revenge this game as well because they came up short last time in that overtime game, so you know revenge will be on his mind for this one.
Yeah, Chris Farrington, definitely Napa's best player this season, averaging 13 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists. He's been one of their most consistent players in their 13-game losing streak. Drew, what can Solano do to end their 3-game losing streak and get the dub tonight?
Yeah, well, I'm very happy you guys brought up Chris Farrington. He was my guy I circled for Solano to really make sure that they stop and make sure that he doesn't get hot early on into this game. Really, the key for Solano to win, in my opinion, is just to win the half. In their last game versus Merritt, the last game they won, they won the first half 41-26, whereas Napa Valley, in their only win this season, they won their half 51-22. So for me, the key to this game is just get out early in transition and just win this game or win the first half quickly. And the best way to do that is to secure any rebounds. Don't let Napa Valley get any second chance points. Like I said, just get out in transition and limit those turnovers.
Yeah, and that Napa team, their one win was on the road, and they are on the road tonight against this Solano team. And Solano looking to get their 6th win of the season, which is what they had total last year at the end of the 2023-2024 season. And we are just about ready to start this game. Starters for Napa is going to be number 1, Chris Farrington, number 13, Jaden Robinson, number 0, EJ Rogers, number 33, Nate Broom, and number 15, Hassan Fleming. As for Solano, number 2, Justice Wilson, number 10, Edwin Akpolki, number 23, Jeremiah Cardwell, number 1, D'Angelo Chapman, and number 4, Nico Ignacio. And we are underway here at Solano College as Solano wins the tip. Justice Wilson bring up the ball for the Falcons.
I like seeing Nico in the starting lineup. I know he's been coming off the bench or starting kind of on and off. I like him better as a starter. I think he's one of the best players Solano has, so I'm looking to see him get hot early.
Yeah, Nico Ignacio averaging 14 points per game this year. Second leading scorer on this team. D'Angelo Chapman from 3, just short, rebounded by Napa. As Farrington will bring the ball up.
Napa's going to have to control the pace of this game if they're going to want to win it. When you control Solano's pace, they seem to play a little funky.
Farrington passes over to the corner. Broom from the mid-range. No good offensive rebound, though. EJ Rogers in the post. Kicks it to Broom. Swing to the corner for 3. Just short. Gets his own rebound and a hard fall between Ignacio and Jaden Robinson, who got the offensive rebound. They're called on Ignacio. I believe it's going to be a loose ball foul.
Great effort there from the Storm to get offensive rebounds and keep this possession going.
Yeah, already 2 offensive rebounds for this Napa team. Farrington, top key, swings over to Broom. He's fouled on the shot. I think they're going to call down Akpolki. Got him on the wrist right there.
Yeah, early on this game, you could already see this Napa team. They're coming out very intense, a lot of effort so far, so I like to see it.
So 2 free throw shots on the shooting foul for Broom. First one is no good. And we do have Frankie the Falcon here at Solano College. We haven't seen any sign of him this year, but he's here tonight for Teacher Appreciation, which will be taking place at halftime of tonight's game.
It's my first time seeing him ever, and he came in fitted, it sounds like. You guys were making it sound like he had no drip last year.
Chapman with the ball, high wing. passes it over to Akpolki. Kicks it back over to Chapman. He's got one-on-one on the baseline, goes up for the shot and fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
It's good to see Chapman getting some shots off, being aggressive early on in this first half.
They're calling the foul on the floor before the shot attempt.
So on the inbound, it will be Cardwell giving it to Chapman. Swings it over to Justice Wilson. He's got one ISO on the wing. Chapman pulls up for 3. No good. Offensive rebound by Ignacio. Solano keeps possession. Justice Wilson for 3. It's good. Justice Wilson putting Solano on the board here to start this game.
And give Ignacio a lot of credit to hustle in for that rebound and give it out to Wilson for the 3.
Napa swinging it around. Loose ball, almost loses it. Good defense here by Solano. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Farrington drives in, pull up midi. No good. Saved by Akpolki, rebound by Solano. Good defense there by the Falcons. Cardwell drives in, looking for someone to pass to, gets it to Justice. Justice Wilson on the baseline, gets doubled. Kicks over to Ignacio to Chapman. Chapman for 3, just in and out, no good. Rebound by Napa, they're looking to push the pace. Farrington swings it over to Robinson. Robinson goes up for the layup, no good. Looking to reset to Farrington.
Loving the active hands here from Solano.
Farrington kicks it over. 3 ball for Napa, no good. Almost get the offensive rebound, but it's gotten by Cardwell in a drop ball by Ignacio on the transition. Goes out of bounds, turnover, Napa ball.
Yeah, those are the turnovers. You just can't allow those easy ones like that you know just shouldn't happen.
And usually Solano doesn't turn the ball over much, only 6 turnovers per game in conference play. Foul there on Ignacio. Farrington's going to go to the line, I think, for 2 as he was shooting the ball.
And that's his second quick one here in the first half. He's got to be careful. I understand you want to be active on defense, but sometimes a little too active, and you don't want to cost yourself some minutes in this game.
Yeah, it looks like Jordan Rillo might be coming in possibly for Ignacio after this free throw.
Rillo averaging 2.8 points per game. And the first free throw, no good from Farrington. Solano does make the sub. Ignacio will have to come out the game already in foul trouble. Jordan Rillo will come in for him. And 0 for 2 from the free throw line for Farrington. Cardwell gets the rebound. Kicks over to Justice in transition. They're looking to push the pace. Justice Wilson, mid-range shot. Just a little strong, and they'll call that out of bounds as it hits the top of the backboard. Napa ball. And Napa's going to make a sub as number 3, Neji Bynum Bay, will sub in for Jaden Robinson. Freshman for freshman there for the Storm.
You know, Bynum Bay in warmups.
3 ball here from Bynum Bay.
Just that, right when I was speaking, he was stroking it from beyond the arc early in warmups, and I was just about to mention that in his game.
Yeah, don't want to give him space as he looks hot early. Coming off the bench, hits a 3-point shot. Rillo in the corner for Solano. Rillo kicks out to Chapman. Chapman has top key. Gives it to Justice Wilson. Wilson getting doubled. Kicks over to Rillo. Rillo open 3. No good. Offensive rebound, though, by Jeremiah Cardwell. Good effort there. It'll stay Solano ball on the foul.
Yeah, it's great hustle from Cardwell right there. The number 3 rebounder in the Bay Valley Conference with 8 a game. Keeping Solano alive with another possession.
Just the amount of heart he plays with. You want a teammate like that.
Justice Wilson inbounding the ball here for Solano on the baseline. Gives it to Akpolki. Chapman finds Justice Wilson in the corner for 3. Bang that. 2 threes so far for Justice Wilson early in this game. Just under 16 minutes to go in the first half. Broom drives in for Napa. Double, pulls up mid-range fadeaway. No good. Rebound by Jeremiah Cardwell. Rillo with the ball, guarded by Farrington. Draws the double on the screen. Cardwell gets in the paint. Akpolke swings it over to Justice Wilson. He'll pull up another three. Nothing but net right there. Farrington looking to push the pace for Napa. Bynum drives in strong on the layup. Ties up this game 6-6.
He's been a great spark plug off that bench for Napa so far this game.
Yeah, and Bynum Bay coming into this game, averaging 6.9 points per game. He's already got 5. Jeremiah Cardwell looking for Akpolke on the cut, but tipped out of bounds. Stays Solano's ball.
And they have him coming off the bench, Bynum Bay. I like what I see from him so far. He's shown us that he can get to the rack and shoot the 3 ball quite well.
Definitely got good size for this Napa team. Chapman off the inbound. It's good. 3 ball there for Chapman. All of Solano's field goals have been 3-point shots. 9-6 lead for them. Bynum Bay drives baseline. A lot of contact there. No call. 3 ball. Just short there for Fleming. Solano pushing the pace. Akpolke kicks it to Justice. Justice, no look pass. And that's going to cause a turnover. And some subs here for both teams. Kamion Whitaker is going to sub in for Jeremiah Cardwell. And for Napa, number 2, Gerard Jackson is going to sub in for Hassan Fleming. Farrington dribbling the ball up the court, guarded by Chapman. Drive left, kicked out to the corner of 3 ball. Just off, rebound by Whitaker. Solano looking to reset with Justice. Chapman swings over to Rillo. Justice Wilson driving and turns it over on the pass to Whitaker. Napa looking to push the pace with Farrington. 3 ball for Bynum. Oh, and it's good. Bynum Bay hot to start this game. Ties up this game 9-9.
Just that look I saw from him in warm-ups today just said something he was going off.
Already got 8 points to start this game. All of Napa's field goals. Jordan Rillo for 3. It's good. Both teams trading 3-point shots here early in this game. Solano leads 12-9, and Napa will take the timeout.
That's a great shot by Rillo there to answer back on that 3-pointer. And in their game last year, I remember it was very high scoring. I think Solano ended up with 107 points. In that first half, I remember they were kind of just trading threes for a while there, so kind of the same game script for tonight.
Yeah, and this Napa team likes to shoot the 3 ball. Almost half their team players shooting 3+ threes a game, but they only shoot 29%, so that kind of shows maybe why they're losing so many games, especially on this 13-game losing streak. Shots not falling for them, but tonight shots are definitely falling mainly for Bynum Bay. As coming out the timeout, Farrington will dribble the ball up for the Storm. Napa swinging it around. Farrington drives baseline. Oh, good pass there on inside. Kadam Lane with the bucket right there, subbing in off the timeout.
That's what you want your star guard to do. Farrington just dishing to the open man, getting easy buckets.
Chapman loses the dribble, kind of got trapped. Gets the ball back from Turnquist. Whitaker on the wing. Justice Wilson with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Drives in. Almost loses the ball, 5 seconds. Got to dribble out, got to put a shot up. And they turn the ball over on the late shot clock. But Whitaker gets the steal. And then loses the ball, stolen there by Lane. And Napa looking to push the pace. Bynum Bay driving in. No good, almost tipped in by Lane. Rebounded though by Whitaker. Now Chapman with the ball. Gives Justice Wilson low pass. He's guarded by Bynum Bay. Turnquist gives it to Wilson. Wilson for 3. Nothing but air. Rebounded there by Lane. Farrington pushing the pace. Floater up. No good. Rebounded by Chapman.
It's a lot of chaos right now. We just need to slow down this pace, play some fundamental basketball, boys.
Yeah, Rillo looking to reset. Gives it to Turnquist. Chapman, deep three. Short. Ball will go out of bounds off the miss. Napa ball. And some subs for Solano. Edwin Akpolke and Jeremiah Cardwell get sub in for D'Angelo Chapman and Kamiel Whitaker. Subbing back in for Napa is number 13, Jaden Robinson. He'll sub in for E.J. Rogers. Very fast start to this game, 12-11. Solano leads. Just under 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Lane gets the ball high elbow, drives it for a layup, no good. Gets his own board, gives it to Bynum Bay. A lot of chaos going on right there. And they're going to finally call a jump ball.
I mean, I could barely keep up with what's going on right now.
Yeah, like you're saying, a lot of chaos right now in these last few minutes. But Napa will get the ball after the jump ball on the floor.
I just feel like the pace needs to slow down. The guys have no idea what's going on. The pace of play is just getting chaotic at this point.
Lane with the ball. Low shot clock, 6 seconds. Jaden Robinson isos, puts up the floater, and it's good.
What a tough bucket.
So Napa takes the lead 13-12. Justice with the ball. Leading this team with 26.5 points per game on the season. He's fouled right there. 20 seconds left now on the shot clock.
Yeah, I like having Justice bring up the ball there. In those past couple possessions, he was kind of just living on that left corner. If your best offensive player is going to be getting minutes, let him run the offense. Get him the ball,
Cardwell posting up lane. The low post. Kicks it out to Akpolke. Driving in, pull up mid-range. No good. Fighting for the offensive rebound is Jeremiah Cardwell and Bynum Bay. Jump ball is called, but they're still fighting.
Bynum Bay is not going to give up that basketball. He is trying to light up his team right now. And the whole bench is standing up. They love it.
Yeah, and I think they're going to call timeout.
Yeah, if you're Napa, I think you just got to come into this game assuming that these are one of the few teams that, we have a shot with. We could beat this team. I like the energy here. You could tell it's going to be a very scrappy game just by these first couple minutes. I like what I'm seeing from Napa so far.
Yeah, definitely looking for their first conference win, 0-5 so far in conference games. They're playing with some heart out there right now. And especially Bynum Bay, 8 early points. And he's just averaging 6.9 per game.
He just looked like he was having fun in warm-ups, and then he was just making every shot. He looked like he felt at ease today.
Yeah, 2 3 balls have gone in. I believe he's 2 for 2 from the three, as we don't have live stats, so if we're wrong on a couple live stats, then we apologize. Yeah, exactly. But Solano will get the ball off the jump ball, I believe. And Nico Ignacio, after having to sub out early with the 2 fouls, will sub in for Matthew Turnquist. And Akpolke will inbound for the Falcons. Wilson with the ball on the wing. He's guarded by Robinson. Cardwell loses the ball, gets it back. No good on the layup. Rebounded by Farrington. He's pushing the pace, drives in for a layup. Tough layup, no good. Rebound by Lane. Putback is good.
Yeah, it's just a lot more size right now on the floor for Napa. It's going to be tough to secure those rebounds.
Akpolke, no good. Good contest there on the layup by Lane. Robinson gives it to Bynum Bay. Guarded by Justice Wilson. Pull up mid-range on the corner, just short. Rebounded by Wilson. He's pushing the pace. Justice guarded by Robinson. Driving layup. No good. Just rolls off. Farrington pushing the pace off the board. Gives it to Lane and wasn't really expecting the pass. Turnover there from Napa. And Solano's going to call timeout after kind of a rough stretch for the Falcons right there.
Yeah, Solano kind of gets a freebie there with that turnover. That could have been a really bad layup for Solano.
Yeah, would have made this game 17-12 Napa. Solano was leading this game 12-9, I believe, with like 15 minutes to go. Bit of a scoring drought for them in this first half with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, you know, I don't think we've said anything yet, but Ray Holt is not in uniform tonight. Looks like he will be out, so big loss for Solano. I'm looking for Akpolke and Chapman have stepped it up a little bit for tonight.
Yeah, and Ray Holt's their third leading scorer with 9 points per game, and he shoots 48.8% from the field, so he's definitely a consistent player for the Solano team, and he's usually guarding in the low post pretty well for his size. So you can see that post defense kind of lacking right now for Solano with a lot of interior scoring here from Napa.
Yeah, I think Ray Holt is definitely one of the more valuable kind of role players to the Solano team. And, I mean, only 10 minutes into this game, you could already see just the impact he has normally when he's playing. You can see without him.
So Solano will have the ball off of their timeout. D'Angelo Chapman's going to sub in. I believe he subbed in for, I want to say that was Whitaker. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. Just Wilson with the ball, kicks it to Ignacio. Napa in his zone defense. Wilson with the ball. Draws a double with Chapman. Gets doubled on the wing. Justice Wilson, low shot clock. Got to do something with it. Ignacio steps out of bounds. Turnover, and Napa will take over.
Really just some great defense from Napa so far. It's going to be tough for Solano to get their buckets off tonight.
So now E.J. Rogers subbing in off the timeout for Napa. He'll bring the ball up. Lane drives in. They're called blocking foul on Jeremiah Cardwell. I believe Lane's going to get 2 shots because of the will be a shooting foul.
I mean, this game has been really physical in the low post areas.
Yeah, Kadem Lane coming off the bench. He's been real solid here for the Storm team. Lefty free throw shooter. First one is good. And Kamion Whitaker is going to sub back in for Solano. Jeremiah Cardwell will go to the bench. Second free throw just a little strong. Rebound by Whitaker. Swing it over to Nico Ignacio. He's going to push the pace. And they're going to call a blocking foul as he was driving in past half court. So now Solano will inbound. Sideline out.
Solano could benefit from getting Ignacio going. His numbers have been suffering a little bit. That's because he's been on the bench in the starting lineup.
Nice crossover there from Ignacio, but good defense there on the low post by Lane. Loose ball regained by Napa. Lane drives in, almost steps out of bounds. Passes it out though. Gerard Jackson for 3. No good. Lane tips it out, but rebounded by Akpolke. Akpolke driving in on the fast break. Draws the foul. We'll go to the line for 2.
And back to Ignacio real quick. If you find him a consistent role, I feel like he'll be more consistent with his numbers. Starting, going off the bench, it's hard to find a rhythm going that way.
Yeah, Ignacio, a really good offensive creator for them, but with Lane down the low post, his high vertical that we know him to have is not really going to work out for most of the time tonight, as Napa will make a sub. Farrington's going to sub back in. Subbing out is number 32, Royal Freeman, who was in the game briefly. Akpolke 0 for 2 from the free throw line, but offensive rebound by Whitaker. Loose ball, but he gets it back. And it's going to be called a jump ball as Farrington was fighting for it, and it'll be Napa possession.
Yeah, it's a great IQ play by Farrington there just to get your hands on the ball and cause that jump ball.
And Nate Broom will sub back into the game. Subbing out is Kadem Lane, who put in significant minutes for this Napa team. 8.5 minutes to go here. Napa up 16-12. Broom with the ball on the wing. He drives in. No good on the layup. Good defense by Kamion Whitaker. He'll get the board. Kicks it over to Justice Wilson. Wilson gives it to Chapman. Swings over to Akpolke on the corner. Resetting with Nico Ignacio at the top of the key. He drives in. Denied by Nate Broom. 14 seconds left of the shot clock. It'll still be Solano ball.
Nate Broom's got some ups, doesn't he? Getting way up there on that block.
Looks like they called it a foul.
Yeah, so it will be a shooting foul, giving Nico Ignacio 2 free throw shots. And first one is good, and we know Nico Ignacio, best free throw shooter on this team. Earlier in the season was shooting 90-something% from the free throw line. The second one is no good, as Solano just gets 1 point out of that. They only have 1 point in the last, I believe, 7 minutes of this game.
You know, you're good for one announcer jinx every single game.
I know.
It's automatic at this point.
Yeah. Chris Farrington with the ball for Napa. And they kick it no good on the mid-range from Hassan Fleming. Yeah, that announcer's jinx. I got to stop saying what players are good at, I feel like, because then they do the opposite of what they're normally good at. Akpolke with the ball, low post, no good. Ignacio pump fakes 3, gets it to Justice Wilson, and it called for a travel. So what seemed like an open opportunity there for Solano to get an open 3 turns into a turnover. So Napa will get the possession. Farrington swings it over back between Rogers and Farrington. Back over to Jackson for 3, and it's good. Napa now 19-13 lead over Solano.
Yeah, being able to catch in that wing 3 is going to be crucial for Napa tonight. Looks like Solano's been in a bit of a zone. That's a perfect zone beater shot.
Ignacio with the ball here for Solano. Swings over to Akpolke. Guarded closely. Layup is good. Good contest there by Fleming, but it didn't matter. Akpolke puts up the layup, and it's good. So Solano gets their first field goal in what seems like forever. And stoppage of play just to fix the net here down on Napa's side. Farrington will dribble the ball up for him. And they're going to swing the ball in this Solano zone. Down the low post to Fleming. He gets Ignacio in the air and goes in for the layup. Napa leads 21-15. Ignacio with the ball. Drives in, kicks over to Kamel Whitaker, but he wasn't ready for the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds. Another Solano turnover. So now Napa will make a sub. Bynum Bay will come back in. Subbing out is Gerard Rogers, who had a Gerard Jackson, excuse me, who had a 3 earlier. Farrington with the ball. Swings over to Rogers. Fleming. Back over to Rogers. Bynum Bay gets the ball. He'll drive in strong. No good on the layup. Good contest by Whitaker. He'll also get the board and take it up for Solano. Swing it over to Chapman. Thought about the 3. Gives it to Whitaker in the post. Block shot being doubled. Got to get out of there. And it's a bad pass. It just wasn't another Falcons turnover.
It's been turnover after turnover on the offensive end for Solano. Just can't generate any offense off that.
So now with just over 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Napa has the ball. Farrington. Swinging back over to him. Farrington, good crossover, draws the switch. Chapman, good hands though with the steal. Fast break. And the ball is tipped. Goes out of bounds. I think they're going to call it Solano ball.
Regardless, that's great hustle by Rogers there. Being able to stop that transition fast break.
Yeah, Rogers was sprinting down from the far corner after he saw that Chapman got the steal, and he gets the block. Even with the hesitation by Chapman. So Justice Wilson will inbound the ball here for Solano after a failed fast break. Chapman swings over to Ignacio. Gives it to Justice. Justice over to Ignacio. Ignacio pulls up 3 ball. No good. Rebounded there by Nate Broom. Napa pushing the pace. Bynum Bay thought about the 3-point shot. No good. Or doesn't pull it. And they're called jump ball there. Good hands by Akpolki. And that's going to be Solano ball.
A lot of jump balls early on in this half. Refs have been a little lenient with that whistle, man.
Someone's got to get the ball. It's just kind of sitting there in the low post. It's Carwell talking to the ref. He'll inbound it here for Solano. Ignacio taking it up for him. Wilson getting doubled in the zone. Kicks over to Ignacio. Thought about the three. Guarded closely by Rogers. Splits the defense. Good pass there to Akpolki. Pulls up mid-range, and it's good for Edwin Akpolki. Puts Solano, cuts it to a 4-point game.
You know, if you can master that shot right there, you're always going to be able to play at the next level. TJ McConnell, one of my favorite players, does that shot game in and game out, and, you know, he's a game breaker for the Pacers.
Farrington with the ball, top key. Swings over Rogers, he'll drive in. Gives it to Broom, but he's fouled on the layup by Ignacio, and that's going to be his third, I believe. So he's going to have to come out the game with still 4 minutes and 50 seconds left here in this first half.
Might I add, Drew? You always somehow manage to get a Pacers player in a broadcast.
Every once in a while. You know, I got to rep my guys, my team.
Nate Broom, first free throw is good. As Ignacio will sub out. Subbing in for him is Matthew Turnquist.
Surprised you didn't make a Nemhard comparison with how much you've been talking about him.
Yeah, that shot wasn't as much as Nemhard as my guy TJ. You know, he's just you can turn on any Pacer game, he's gonna hit that little fader.
Both free throws are good for Nate Broom. As Napa's gonna make a couple subs. Broom subbing out. Lane will sub in for him, and Rogers put in a few good minutes there for Napa. Will sub out. Subbing in for him is number 13 Jane Robinson, the freshman. Jeremiah Cardwell with the ball. Kicks out to Turnquist. Chapman will reset. Turnquist gives it to Wilson. Guarded closely. He'll pull up 3 ball. Good contest. Just a little too strong. Bynum Bay on the fast break.
Good hustle.
Good steal there by D'Angelo Chapman. Good pass there by just Wilson. And denied by Chris Farrington. Oh, what a block. Farrington kicks it over to Bynum Bay in the corner. Throws it to the other corner. Robinson floater. Put it in.
I mean, defense leading to offense. What a block by Farrington to get the mid-range jumper on the other end.
Yeah, the point guard putting in some post defense there. Wilson, low post, trying to do something with it. Jeremiah Cardwell for 3. No good. Rebounded there by Lane.
And he made one earlier on one of our last broadcasts in that same exact spot. I really like him shooting that, to be honest.
Yeah, he was wide open, but Farrington drives in, fouled on the floater, so he'll go to the line for 2.
That's not where you described where Cardwell shot it from for me, Drew. Said the man shot it from 30 feet out.
You know, I just had to, I don't know, hype him up, you know?
Hype him up. I respect it.
And we do apologize for the color on our broadcast. It's kind of been on and off tonight, so hopefully we can get it fixed for our women's broadcast, as the women's team will be taking on the Napa Valley College women's team at 7:30.
But Drew, I wanted to go back to you. You've been looking frustrated when Solano doesn't do well on the offensive end here these past few possessions.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I just think they could have had a lot better sequences, I guess. They could have settled for a lot easier shots. I just want to see them get into a set that they know, a play that they run, and just try to get an easy shot, but it just hasn't been that so far.
So Farrington goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Solano with the ball now. Wilson for 3. It's good. Justice Wilson, another 3 ball, trying to get Solano back into this game.
Well, I guess that play works, Drew.
Yeah, I mean, those pick and rolls, even if it's just some easy, like peanut butter and jelly pick and roll, that's a tough shot.
Jordan Rillo got a mismatch there guarding Hassan Fleming, and he pulled the ISO in the mid-range. Got it to go. Justice Wilson driving and kind of gets it stolen from him. It'll stay Solano ball, though, as it goes out of bounds. So Napa leading 28-20 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the first half. And stay tuned, as at halftime, once again, we do have the teacher appreciation ceremony. We will still be live for it. Chapman with the ball, kicks over to Justice Wilson. Guarded by Rogers, he kicks over to the corner. Turnquist for 3. Nothing but net. But Jeremiah Cardwell with the offensive rebound, put back layup is good.
You know, I want to highlight that pass from Justice. That was a beautiful pass from him.
Bynum Bay, wide open 3. You cannot let that happen if you're Solano. That's his third 3 of the game. And almost a turnover there from Solano as Bynum Bay goes into the Napa bench, but they're hyped up over there.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at the 2 different benches tonight. To me, it's kind of clear. It looks like Napa wants this game more. Just haven't had the same energy from Solano's bench tonight.
I mean, any big shot Bynum Bay has hit, they've been standing up saying, boom.
Yeah, I believe now he has 11 on the night in the first half, as Akpolke will sub in for Solano, subbing out Matthew Turnquist.
It just feels like this Napa bench is outplaying the Solano bench. These subs have been key for Napa here.
Justice Wilson, step back 3, needed it. Justice Wilson, another 3-ball for Solano, cuts the deficit to 6.
And just having a go-to shot like that you know you can hit anytime in the game is just huge for Solano.
Gerard Jackson with the ball. Passes over to Jaden Robinson. Kicks over to Rogers. Rogers kicks it out to Bynum Bay. Swing it. 3-ball. No good. And a good job by Jordan Rillo to try and get that rebound despite his small size. Justice Wilson bringing it up for Solano. A minute 40 to go here in the half. Pulls up another 3-ball. Just a little too strong. Rebounded by Jaden Robinson.
Talk about feeling yourself. Wilson taking a heat check there. He said, my bad on that miss.
Rogers almost stolen on the pass to Jackson. Rogers corner 3, wide open. Just a little bit to the right. Defense rebound by D'Angelo Chapman. He'll push the pace. Recovered, almost stolen there by Napa as Justice Wilson has the ball in the corner, guarded by Rogers. Kicks over to Akpolke. 15 seconds left on this shot clock. Justice looking to reset. As we've hit the 1-minute mark here in the first half. A bad pass there from Justice Wilson. And he'll get called for the turnover on the reach-in. That's going to be 1-and-1 free throws for Napa.
I don't know who Wilson was looking for there on that wraparound pass. Just a little confusion there.
So Napa is looking to make some subs before this free throw attempt. Nate Broom will sub back into the game, their starting center. Also subbing in number 15, Hassan Fleming. Shooting the free throws is Gerard Jackson. First one is no good, but offensive rebound by Fleming, and he puts up the easy layup.
Just can't allow that on 1-of-1 free throws.
Yeah, you were fortunate, Solano, there getting the miss, but then you can't get the offensive board. Chapman guarded closely by Robinson. Akpolke with the ball. Gives it to Rillo. Rillo with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Gives Akpolke. Good defense here by Napa. Chapman pulls up 3, and it's good. Don't give that man that much space.
Solano slowly crawling their way back into it.
33-28. No shot clock here. 10 seconds left, or 8 seconds left on the game clock. 3-ball. No good there for Jackson. Offensive rebound, though. Layup is no good. Another offensive board by Broom, and it's good. Right as the buzzer sounds, count it. Napa going into halftime with a 35-28 lead.
Yeah, that offensive rebound has to feel like a nuke for Solano. Could have had a 5-point lead or 5-point deficit going into the half. Instead, it's 7, and that's a lot tougher to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, Drew. It's just these offensive rebounds have been killing Solano down there on the defensive end for them. And just Napa, they've came to play. They have heart. I told you that bench unit's going to come in looking to be hot this game, and they have. You got Bynum Bay with, 11 off the bench, 3 threes? I mean, what more could you ask for from him?
Yeah, and we were talking so much about Chris Farrington going into this game, but Bynum Bay leading this team with 11 points, and I believe Justice Wilson is leading Solano in scoring. It's been tough for the Falcons, down 7 at halftime, but don't go anywhere as we do have teacher appreciation ceremony coming up next.
This is Raymond Holt. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Eric Visser. I'm in my 5th year as the athletic director of Solano College. To experience community college and its mission has been an outstanding experience. Solano College has a very rich tradition in intercollegiate athletics dating back to 1947. I'm very proud to communicate that rich tradition is still being continued with fine young men and women that represent Solano College on and off the court. In the fall we have the volleyball program. We have a very successful women's soccer program. We have both men's and women's basketball. And then we transition to 4 programs: baseball, of softball, men's women's tennis, and men's and women's swimming. It is our mission to excel our programs and our student athletes in academics. All of our student athletes are committed to give back to the community. And we would invite you to be a part of Solano College Athletics by visiting our website www.solanoathletics.com, and you feel a warm welcome at Solano.
Welcome to Staff Appreciation Night. We would like to show our gratitude and thank our campus-wide staff members who, behind the scenes, support athletics and our student athletes. So tonight we have 15 staff members here, and we're going to call each of you up, give you a gift, and say thank you. Our first staff member, Connie Barron Griffin, warehouse operator. Next, Taylor Urkel, Assistant Director of Facilities. He's probably fixing things in facilities. Next, our own athletics custodian, Kasha Kassa. Thank you, Casa, for sweeping our floor and keeping our building clean. Next, from our purchasing department, and boy, do we spend a lot of money. DJ Cinder, purchasing technician. Next up, Tracy Drake from Human Resources. She actually had an incident today and called in the last minute that she wouldn't be here, but we want to thank her from the bottom of our hearts. Next up, from Sports Medicine, athletic trainer Kristen Austin. Next up, also from Sports Medicine, and our newest hire, Megan Morales, athletic trainer. congratulations for Diego Reyes, assistant men's basketball coach and athletic assistant. Another person really good at spending money for athletics. Another recent hire, our admin for athletics, Marilyn.
Right.
Next up, from our campus safety department, Officer Leon David. He was here a little while ago. Maybe there's activity on campus, so we'll hold his gift. All right, another big supporter of athletics, the interim director of student development and engagement, Denise Martinez. The next is the director of marketing and audience services. She runs the theater, Dagmar Kuta. Thank you, Dagmar. And never last but not least, the director of student support services. She supports our athletes every day, Christina Rodriguez. And then up on the board, you'll see the not in attendance, our other members that we would like to recognize tonight. We will do a group photo, so please, staff members, squeeze in, and Lizzie will take a group photo of all of you. Frankie, could you join us in the group photo? Thank you, everyone.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you know, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So
joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Stand by, we're going to go to cut one. And cut one.
Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots.
the sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
And we are back here at Solano College as Solano has a 7-point deficit here going into the second half against Napa Valley Storm. It's been a rough first half for Solano as Napa's bench got a lot of energy, and it shows on the court as I believe they have a huge advantage in the rebounding margin. Offensive rebounds have been key for them tonight.
Yeah, I think Solano just has to find a way to wake up on offense, get this crowd into the game. And, you know, it starts on the bench. You know, you got to be happy when you see your guys' shots falling. And you got to cheer your guys on when you're not playing.
So Napa will start with the ball here to start this second half. Farrington drives in. Easy layup as he got the mismatch. Cardwell had to guard him on the perimeter. And Ignacio, fast pace down the court, gets the layup to go. I think that's his first bucket of the game. Solano answers, still a 7-point deficit. Napa looking to reset with Robinson. He kicks it out to Farrington for three. Just short. Not really a three-point shooter. Ignacio on the fast break. Layup is good. 2 quick buckets here for Nico Ignacio to start the second half.
I like what I've seen from these fast breaks to start off the half. In that first half, it was a little sloppy. Looking a lot smoother as of right now.
Yeah, and Napa already calling timeout as Solano just gains a little bit of momentum. Good timeout there, I think, by Napa.
Yeah, coach wasn't liking the energy to start this second half. He's trying to wake his guys up. He's like, guys, up 7. We need to play like it's a 0-0 game still.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of energy there from the Solano bench after the 2 quick buckets from Ignacio. And normally this isn't what we're used to seeing from Solano, as they average about 70 points per game. Only at 28 going into the half. So definitely looking to get their offense going, I think.
Well, they say sports is a tale of 2 halves after all. Unless you play hockey.
Yeah, that is true. And Napa inbounding the ball here off the timeout. Inbounding it.
Not a fan of those periods.
Yeah.
3 periods in hockey is just...
You ever try hockey, Drew?
Absolutely not. I'm the worst. What is it?
Skater?
Skater, thank you. Yes, you'll ever see. Last time I did it, I fell on my head, started bleeding.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, might be wrong.
Farrington skates in for that layup. Napa puts it up to a 7-point lead. Justice Wilson with the ball here for Solano. Drives baseline, mid-range shot. And it's fouled. Call will be on E.J. Rogers. She's playing good defense, but got a little too close on the contest. Justice Wilson will go to the line for 2 free throw shots.
Yeah, Rogers didn't like the call. He thinks Wilson stuck his foot out there a little bit too far, but the ref saw what he saw, and Wilson's going to shoot 2 free throws now.
And Wilson, a very good free throw shooter. I believe he shoots 83% from the line. First one falls for him.
Yeah, and in their last win, it was on January 2nd versus Merritt. In that game, Justice Wilson shot 10 of 11 at the line. So, to me, if you're an elite offensive player, if your shot's not falling, you got to find a way to get at the free throw line. And it's clear he could do that too. So.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of his shots come from, and where he gets that 26 points per game. A lot of it's free throws. I believe he was second in all California in free throw shots attempted, because he's really the main part of this offense. And if they don't have him working, nothing's working, in my opinion. Bad pass there from Robinson. Loose ball. And they're going to call a jump ball on the floor as Akpolke and Farrington were fighting for it. And it's going to be Solano ball.
Jump ball. Falcons ball.
So now Solano down by 5, 18 and a half minutes to go here. Ignacio with the ball. He drives in. Oh, ball. Good thing there wasn't a baby in that stroller. My goodness, the ball just...
My heart just dropped.
Yeah, mine
so
too.
Much.
Oh my goodness. Ball hits a stroller on out of bounds sideline. Turnover. Farrington drives in, gets the layup to go. Back to a 7-point lead. Pass down the court to Chapman. Chapman gives to Akpolke. Ignacio fakes the pass. Euro step. Layup no good. Good contest there by Broom. Offensive rebound by Cardwell. Pass is tipped. Almost saved there by Jaden Robinson, but throws it out to Akpolke. Solano resetting. And they're going to have to reset the shot clock, I think. Stoppage of play here. 25 seconds now on the shot clock instead of 11. That's huge for Solano.
My heart still hurts from that baby stroller.
Yeah, that really could have been huge. Might have had a stoppage of play. Ignacio pulls up mid-range. No good. Rebound there by Farrington. Guarded by Chapman. Drives in and fouled on the floater. He'll go to the line for 2.
A lot of pace in this second half. It felt like how the first half was going, just a little more scoring going on.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised the game plan for the second half is keep that pace going. I mean, in that first half, it didn't really do too much. Got a lot of turnovers in transition for going a little too fast, but they found a way to clean it up a little bit so far in the second half.
First free throw is good for Farrington. And he goes 2 for 2 from the line. So now Farrington doing the majority of the scoring here in the second half for Napa. As they're looking at full court press. Gets it into Ignacio though. Denied at the rim. by Broom. Cardwell kicks out to Ignacio. Good pump fake there. Drives it for another layup, and it's no good. Rebound there by Farrington. He's pushing the pace. Rogers, alley-oop, no good, but offensive rebound, no good. And Chapman will come up with the ball here for Solano, gives it to Justice Wilson, and he'll slow down this game. And they got to reset the shot clock again. Justice a little frustrated with that. He was looking to set up their offense. So Solano down 9 here. I feel like this is a huge possession for them. Napa's got a few quick buckets.
Yeah, you can't allow yourself to get down double digits. Game like this, got to get a bucket here.
Wilson had to stop his dribble. Chapman in the corner, just short. Napa pushing the pace off the defensive rebound. Fleming drives in, no good. Defensive rebound by Akpolke, he's pushing the pace. Gives it to Cardwell, out to Chapman. Ignacio for 3, no good. Ignacio kind of having started off good, 2 for 2 in the second half, but kind of has had a cold spell with 16 and a half minutes to go here in this second half. Robinson gives it to Broom. He'll drive in, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Good defense there by Jeremiah Cardwell, forcing the turnover.
Might be extending that arm a little too much. Cardwell knows how to draw a charge.
Now Solano gets the stop to avoid the double-digit deficit. And Napa's going to make a couple subs. The star of the first half for Napa, Bainham Bay, subs in. Along with him will be Kadem Lane, their big center, off the bench.
Yeah, Lane's impressed me a lot this game so far. Just off of the glass, getting a lot of offensive rebounds.
Ignacio swings it to the corner. Chapman switches it in. Huge 3 there for the Falcons. It's now Farrington with the ball after the Chapman 3.
You need to stop right here if you're Solano. Take over that momentum.
Farrington, no look pass to the corner to Robinson. He'll drive baseline. Lane was guarded by Akpolke right there. Missed the layup. Akpolke kind of gave a reaction like got elbowed. No call. They do force the miss though. Solano with the ball now. Justice Wilson. Bad pass over to D'Angelo Chapman. That's going to be another Solano turnover. Was a huge problem for them in the first half.
A lot of frustration from Wilson here.
Yeah, and I feel like he's not really playing like himself tonight. Had a few bad turnovers. He's found his shot a couple times, but not seeing the consistency we usually see from him. Look for him to step it up here in this last 15 minutes. Napa with the ball. Bynum Bay guarded by Ignacio. He's looking to go to the paint. Way off on the layup. Gets his own board, though. And they're going to call a jump ball. Good job by Turnquist to get his hand on ball as Bynum Bay had gotten the offensive board, but it will stay with the Storm as Gerard Jackson will sub in for Jaden Robinson. And subbing in for the first time tonight for Solano, number 30, Isaac Sanchez. He'll sub in for Nico Ignacio. 16 seconds left on the shot clock for Napa.
Yeah, I like that substitution. Just get a little bigger, attempt to grab some more rebounds, get a little bit more physical inside the paint.
Farrington pulls up three-point shot. No good. Good contest there by Justice Wilson. And he'll get the ball to bring it up for Solano. Wilson kicks over the corner to Turnquist. Drive in. Gives it to Chapman. Chapman pulls up mid-range. Might have got tipped there. And they're going to call a foul on the ground, I believe on Solano. That might have been Isaac Sanchez, as Lane had gotten the board and fell to the ground. Napa will retain possession after the stop. Chris Farrington, sophomore here for Napa, taking the ball up. Pull up 3. No good there for Gerard Jackson. And they're calling another foul, but on Napa after the defensive board by Jeremiah Cardwell. He'll inbound it for Solano. And the Falcons are going to call timeout. Huge possession here for them, down by 6 with 14 and a half minutes to go here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, for Solano, they've just kind of been down the whole game, really. To me, if they could just keep it around a 5-point game until like about the 4-minute mark in the second half, I think they should be sitting pretty good. Just got to find a way to keep it close until the very end.
Well, you know, if they keep it close till the end, Justice Wilson's going to have the ball in his hands for the majority of possessions to end it.
100%. And I know, Holden, you're kind of talking about how he's kind of starting off this game a little bit slower. To me, you just got to get a little bit more shots up. Just go back to that side step 3 that it just seems so automatic with. Once he hits a couple of those, you know, then he's really going to start feeling it.
Yeah, and he started off this game, I think, 3 in a row. Gave them a good 9-6 lead to start the game, but ever since then, he's gotten, I think, only 2 others to fall. He's had a few turnovers, but in the last 10 minutes of games, I feel like every time we do a broadcast for this men's team, he's always steps up, no matter the score.
Hey, big-time players know big-time moments, and when they're needed, they're needed.
So after the Solano timeout, Cardwell inbounds the ball, and he'll take it up for Solano, gives it to Chapman. Justice Wilson guarded closely by Chris Farrington. Wilson kicks it over to Chapman. Chapman's got a 3-ball, just short. And a rebound by Lane. He'll slow it down, gives over to Farrington.
That's a great possession by Solano, though. You live with that 10 times out of 10 times.
Farrington drives in, and a tough layup goes in for him. Justice Wilson pushes the pace now for Solano. He'll put up the floater, and it's good. What concentration by Justice Wilson.
Farrington was grabbing at his groin area a little bit there. Not sure if he pulled something. Looks to be fine right now.
Farrington drives in, kicks it over. Jaden Robinson, no good on the 3-ball. Offensive rebound by Bynum Bay. And one! Bynum Bay is fired up for this Storm team.
Man, he has just been the game changer for Napa tonight. Just that spark off the bench has done wonders for Napa. I'm happy to see him kind of ending out this game on the floor.
Yeah, and making subs here, Solano, as Chapman and Turnquist will sub out. Subbing in is Nico Ignacio and Akpolki, as Bynum Bay will get 1 free throw shot off the and 1 bucket.
Well, it feels like anytime Bynum Bay has touched the ball, it's just been explosive off that bench.
And the free throw is good, so he does convert the 3 points there, giving them a 9-point cushion. As Ignacio, guarded by Bynum Bay on the full court press, he gets past him, gives it to Isaac Sanchez. Finds Cardwell, he looks for the 3-ball. Didn't end up shooting it, Ignacio with the ball. He'll pull up 3-ball, put it in! 3-point shot is good for Nico Ignacio.
This backcourt of Wilson and Ignacio is going to have to go off here in this second half if they want to keep themselves in this game.
So Ignacio with 7 second half points. Good defense down Bynum Bay, but a tough shot. Oh my goodness, Bynum Bay is going off here for Napa. So Justice Wilson taking the ball up for Solano after the Bynum Bay mid-range shot. Wilson driving up, mid-range shot. Just off, but they're going to call a foul on the floor. And it'll stay Solano ball as it'll be called on Napa. I believe that's going to be called on Hassan Fleming, I want to say, or it was Jaden Robinson. They're both down there. But Solano will retain possession and get a shot clock reset to 20. Inbound to Akpolki. Drives in on the elbow. Had to stop his dribble. Wilson, 3-ball. Put it in! Justice Wilson cuts the deficit to 5 here for the Falcons.
Don't let this backcourt get hot for Solano. You're messing with fire.
And this game was close last year. Once again, we got a close game. 5-point lead here for Napa. Robinson, top key, swings it over to Bynum Bay, and they get it to the post. Fleming, foul on the mid-range shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's a tough foul call on Solano. That's not one that you want to hear the whistle blow ever. Just can't give that one up.
So now Kamion Whitaker is getting ready to sub in here for Solano. They're down by 5 with 12 minutes to go here in this game.
I like what I've seen from Whitaker overall in this game. I know he did have that one kind of bad turnover in that first half, but other than that, he's been really great. A lot of effort, and I think I think it's the right idea to bring him into the game right here.
Yeah, he's definitely been a huge factor, given his size. Because Solano, a much smaller team than this Storm, especially their bench, I feel like has so much length. His first free throw is good for Fleming, and the second one goes down. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. And I feel like Napa's also had really good free throw shooting in this game as well after getting a lot of foul calls. Ignacio pushing the pace, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 now.
He just hangs in the air so long, and it's making me so jealous right now.
So Ignacio looking to cut this Napa lead to 5 with these 2 free throw shots after the layup. First free throw is good for Ignacio. Now has 8 points here in just the second half, I believe. And second free throw is no good. I believe he's 2 for 4 from the line tonight. Now Napa with the ball. 6-point lead for the Storm. Fleming posting up back Polkey. Mid-range shot. No good. Offensive rebound though by Robinson. He'll put up the putback. No good. Lane with the offensive board. Loses the ball though and stolen by Ignacio. And now Justice Wilson will take the ball up here for Solano. Wilson, 3 ball. No good, just off. Rebounded by Bynum Bay. And Robinson, guarded by Ignacio, taken up here for the Storm. Bynum Bay, guarded by Whitaker. Lane with the ball. Finds Robinson off the DHO. Puts up the floater. No good, rebounded by Whitaker. And Wilson gets the ball from him, looking to push the pace. Pass over to Akpolki. Denied by Fleming, but gets his own rebound, and the ball goes out of bounds as he bounces off his foot. Another Solano turnover.
Kind of a defensive stalemate here for both teams. Not what you want to see. Game dwindling down.
Yeah, 10.5 minutes to go here, as most of the scoring as of late has been free throws. As Rogers with the ball, gives it over to Broom. Broom turns it over on the pass to Robinson. Wilson now looking to score here for Solano. Gets a screen from Sanchez. Gets over to Ignacio. Pump fakes the 3. Almost put up the mid-range shot right there, but kicked over to Akpolki. Now Ignacio in the corner. Gives it to Sanchez. Whitaker in the low post. Mid-range shot. Just short there for Whitaker. Rebounded there by Broom.
Yeah, it's not really Whitaker's game right there. Shot clock was coming down. Just didn't really have any other chance.
Oh, and a good steal there by Ignacio in the post. He's looking to push on the fast break. Tough layup there as it misses, but does get the foul call, so he'll go line for 2.
I mean, just his athletic ability to hang in the air so long, he's able to manipulate the ball and get up and under arms and block shot attempts.
So Ignacio kind of looks a little tired there. I feel like he's pushed almost all the fast breaks here for Solano in this second half.
He also did take a hard fall there, too.
Yeah. And subbing in for Solano, I believe that's D'Angelo Chapman sitting over there. And Napa will have a couple subs as well as Ignacio hits the first free throw. So subbing back in for Napa is Chris Farrington, number 1, and number 2, Gerard Jackson. And subbing out for Solano is Sanchez. Subbing in for him is D'Angelo Chapman. Ignacio still with 3 fouls, but has put up a good amount of points here in the second half. Shooting his second free throw. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. Solano cuts it to a 4-point game now, as he will sub out the game after the free throws. Jordan Rillo will sub in for him. Now Chris Farrington with the ball, taking it up. Solano in this zone defense. Bynum Bay, deep three, just short, just off. Rebounded by Wilson. He's got the ball in the wing. He'll drive in. Everyone going towards Justice Wilson. He'll get fouled on the layup. He'll go to the line for 2. And you were talking about him getting to the line, Drew. He's gotten to the line a couple times here in the second half. Looking to cut this deficit to 2 points.
I was just going to say, don't look now, but the deficit, if he hits both, will be 2.
It's really just been free throws here in these last, I think 4 or 5 minutes. As first free throw falls for Justice Wilson.
Yeah, and I think all these free throws are really just a testament to show of what this game has been like. Just a lot of physicality, both sides of the floor.
Yeah, we've had a lot of jump balls, stolen blocks, as Justice Wilson goes 2 for 2 from the line, cutting the deficit to 2. Napa now on offense with a 2-point lead. Farrington kicks over to Robinson. He'll drive baseline. Has to stop his dribble. Napa swinging it around. And a bad pass there from Broom off the foot of Bynum Bay. And I think they're going to call jump ball right there. Or no, it's going to be a foul. So 1-and-1 free throws now for Solano.
This crowd's loving it.
Yeah, Napa didn't really like the call. Now it was, I think that's Justice getting the free throws.
Should be.
If I'm not mistaken. But it is 1-and-1, so he has to make the first one to be able to shoot another one. And he could tie up this game here. First free throw's good for Justice. So now that's 8 fouls in this second half on Napa. Solano only has 4 fouls. So this Storm team has doubled the Falcons' foul total. As Justice Wilson ties up this game, 2 for 2 from the line. 52-52 with 9 minutes to go here in this game. Robinson with the ball. Swings over to Farrington. Back to Robinson. Trying to beat this zone. Bynum Bay with the ball now. Guarded by Rillo. He'll drive in. Tough shot. No good. Good contest by Whitaker, and he gets the board. Gets over to Justice Wilson. He'll slow down this pace. He'll be guarded by Robinson. Gets the screen from Whitaker. Drives in. Tough layup. Good defense there by Jaden Robinson in the low post. Farrington pushing the pace. Farrington, tough shot. It's good on the mid-range floater. And now Napa takes the lead.
Feels like the first true bucket we've seen in a while.
Yeah, both these teams have kind of abandoned the three-point shot here in the second half. Just attacking the rim a whole lot more because of the result of more free throws.
Wilson, tough mid-range shot. Good defense there once again by Jaden Robinson. Farrington pushing the pace here for Napa. He'll drive in, but good hands there by Jordan Rillo, and they'll get called for a foul defensively. And that's going to be on Akpolke. Slapping the wrist. So Rillo did have good hands to get a loose ball, but they're going to call a foul on Akpolke. As Ignacio's going to sub back in for Solano, as Jordan Rillo will sub out going to the bench. So now one more foul on Solano, I believe, and Napa will be in the bonus for 1-on-1 free throws. So got to be careful here if you're Solano. Oh, Bynum Bay, wide open three. No good. Don't want to give him that if you're Solano, though.
I was going to say, that was a dangerous shot to let him have.
So Wilson, guarded by Fleming, kicks it over to Chapman, who gives it back to Wilson. Justice Wilson gives it to Akpolke. Ignacio swings it to Chapman. Chapman almost loses the ball. Good hands there by Farrington. Low shot clock. And they're going to call shot clock violation as Chapman did not get the shot off in time.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough situation, but that's got to be a shot that Akpolke takes. Can't really just pass it to another guy with 2 seconds left.
Yeah, and I personally didn't even realize the shot clock was so low. And usually we know it's going down to the wire because the bench is shouting it out.
Well, the
but the bench wasn't shouting it out right there.
They were counting, but very quietly.
Yeah. Jackson for 3. No good. Oh, good offensive rebound by Nico Ignacio. He's pushing the pace. Kick out to Wilson. Wide open 3. No good. Offensive rebound by Polke. Chapman with the ball. Oh, good pass into Whitaker. And now tie the game for Solano.
And that play right there was made by Akpolke getting that offensive rebound. That's beautiful hustle. Plays like that are going to keep you alive in this game.
And an easy floater there from Chris Farrington as he'll give Napa back the lead, 56-54. With 6.5 minutes to go, Solano will take a timeout. Good game we got going on, boys.
It is. I mean, we knew it. If you leave Solano in this game, they're going to just let Wilson and Ignacio go to work to keep them in it.
And again, I really wish we had live stats for tonight because I do want to see what the three-point attempts are looking like for this game. It just seems like in the past couple games, Solano has kind of just put up more three-point shots, whereas this game, it's just all been points in the paint, I feel like.
Yeah, they definitely focused on going into the interior more, drawing fouls, especially in the second half as, like I said, Napa has 8 fouls.
I was like, it feels like I'm watching a completely different game first half to second half.
And Justice Wilson and Nico Ignacio have been getting to the line mostly for Solano, which are their 2 best free throw shooters, so that's what you want if you're the Falcons, and that's why they've cut down the deficit they've been in almost all game to 2 points as of right now. Have tied the game up multiple times, though. As Solano will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Whitaker inbounding.
It's just been a slow bleeding run Solano's been going on that's killing this Napa team.
Wilson with the ball, guarded by Fleming. Kicks over to Ignacio. He's guarded by Farrington. Ignacio gets the baseline. Tough layup and just rolls off the rim. Loose ball. Oh, it's recovered by Kenyon Whitaker, and he gets the layup to go.
That one got the bench going. The bench standing up on that.
I couldn't even see the ball right there, and Whitaker somehow came up with it and got the putback layup.
Yeah, not only the bench, but that's the loudest I've seen this crowd tonight. Getting them active right here, crunch time. It's really going to be a difference maker.
Bynum Bay, tough shot. A good defense there by Whitaker. And
Solano with great hands.
Yeah, Lane. Oh, and great hands there by Farrington as he steals the ball from Justice Wilson. He'll look to Jackson for 3. It's good. Don't want to give that man an open shot.
Yeah, that's a momentum breaker right there.
So after a tie ball game, Napa takes the lead off the 3-point shot. 59-56. Ignacio drives in, and the pass goes out of bounds. I thought that was tipped, but they're going to call it Napa ball.
I could have sworn I saw a Napa finger on that one.
No Solano players are just trying to say it's their ball, so.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was Solano ball.
I think we all thought it was tipped, but now Solano, I think, is going to take the timeout as their offense kind of been in a stalemate besides Whitaker getting those layups. And Whitaker's been huge tonight. I want to shout him out because coming off the bench, backup center, haven't seen much from him this year as he battled a few games with injury. He's been huge on the glass tonight as Solano has been struggling rebounding.
Yeah, no, he's been great. I kind of want to see for these last 5 minutes, 26 seconds, I want to see him and Jeremiah Cardwell to close out this game. Just having 2 centers on the court to just eliminate any offensive rebounds for Napa. I think that could be huge. The only problem with that is that it may not be the best spacing per se, but I'm not really worried about that if I'm Solano.
Yeah, I mean, they ran a lineup with Sanchez and Cardwell and Whitaker, and we did. You are right about the spacing. The spacing can get a little iffy, but the rebounding is definitely there for sure with either Sanchez or Whitaker in there with Cardwell. And so now Napa will have the ball coming out the timeout. 5 minutes and 26 seconds to go here in this game. Solano down by 3.
I don't know. This feeling's telling me that Wilson's about to start his run right now.
And Solano looking to get their 2nd conference win of the season, while Napa looking to end their 13-game losing streak. Farrington with the ball. Bynum Bay pulls up 3-point shot. And he's fouled by Justice Wilson, so he'll go to the line for 3 shots.
That's a tough one right there.
Yeah, it's really tough. I like an aggressive closeout, but getting in his landing space, I guess, is what the ref was seeing there.
Yeah, I feel like that's tough for Justice Wilson because you got a mismatch there on the taller Bynum Bay, who's been a huge offensive presence for Napa tonight. First free throw of 3 is good. And both teams will be making a sub here in just a moment as Jeremiah Cardwell is going to sub in back in for Solano. And E.J. Rogers is going to sub back in as Bynum Bay hits the second free throw. 2 for 2 so far. Looking to push this lead to 6 for Napa. As Keemon Whitaker will sub out for Solano, subbing in Jeremiah Cardwell. And he does go 3 for 3, converting the 3-point opportunity. Now a 6-point Napa lead. Justice Wilson trying to set up the offense. Guarded closely by Fleming. Gives to Akpolke. Finds Chapman in the corner. 3 ball. Just a little too strong in the corner. Rebounded by E.J. Rogers coming off the bench.
That looked good off Chapman's hand.
Snap Farrington. Gives it to Rogers. Oh, driving in. Oh, what a block by Nico Ignacio on the big Nate Broom.
A couple times we've seen that this season. He's just so freakishly athletic.
And Ignacio wide open for 3. It's good. Cuts the deficit to 3 for Solano.
And how many times do you see it? You make a good play on defense and you start some offense.
Just over 4 minutes to go here in this game. Napa with a 3-point lead. Rogers with the ball. Gives it to Bynum Bay. Open 3. In and out. And a rebound by Jeremiah Cardwell. He's going to get fouled on the board by Nate Broom. So he'll go to the line for 1-and-1 free throws. God, what a offensive defensive possession there from Nico Ignacio. Getting the block on the opposing team center and then getting the wide open corner 3 to go.
He definitely uses his athletic ability to the best of its ability.
Yeah, I mean, that's a potential 5-point swing if the center made that layup there. It's just a beautiful play by Ignacio.
First free throw is good from Jeremiah Cardwell. Fans are liking it. So now he'll get a second shot after the 1-and-1 free throw. Second shot is in and out. Oh, and good hands by Nico Ignacio, causing a turnover off of Rogers' rebound. And Chapman, open 3! No good, and they're going to get over the back call on Bynum Bay.
And look at Cardwell. His teammates are high-fiving him over at the bench area.
Yeah, that's the loudest we've seen the crowd in the bench tonight. Just feeding off of that energy is huge for the players on the court.
So now he'll go back to the free throw line. That's the 10th foul on Napa, and he'll be shooting 2.
Just make the first one.
And the first one's no good. Maybe you shouldn't have said that,
Right,
Drew.
yep.
But he does get a second shot as it is now double bonus with 10 fouls now on Napa here in the second half.
Do I dare say make the second one?
There, no.
Second one is short as well. As Farrington gets the board. Cardwell goes 0 for 2 from the line. Had an opportunity to tie the game right there. But now, Napa with the ball with a 2-point lead.
Good cut.
Good pass there, but good defense from Cardwell. Gets the board. He's looking to push the pace. And gives it to Justice Wilson, slowing it down.
Yeah, no foul call there. It's a little surprising to me. Just gonna let him play down the stretch here.
Looking to beat the zone. Cardwell drives in. Tough layup. Good offensive board, though, by Polke. Mid-range shot, I believe, was tipped by Rogers. And now Farrington going to slow this game down with just over 3 minutes to go.
Napa is doing their best to not let Justice Wilson take over at the end of this game.
Yeah, and Farrington going to try and chew this clock down a little bit. Huge possession here. Open 3 for Rogers in the corner. Short rebound by Justice Wilson. Oh, and almost loses the ball. Cardwell recovers, though.
Solano catches a break there. Just got to slow it down this possession, I think.
Wilson for 3. Short. Rebounded by Farrington. And now he'll slow it down again. Clock is ticking now with 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go. And they're going to call timeout huge possession here, I feel like, for both teams in a 2-point game.
And I think that's a good timeout here just to kind of talk things over. Make sure you get the right play. I'm assuming Napa's coach is going to drop one of the best ones they have in the playbook right here.
Yeah, and last possession, they got the double drawn onto Farrington, got the open three, wasn't able to land it. I think they're going to look for something again in that kind of area.
Yeah, you know, and last time Napa was playing here, Solano College Gymnasium, this game did go to overtime. You know, I just want to throw it out there.
Yeah, it did go to overtime, and saw some huge plays from Justice Wilson as a freshman and Jaquise Jones, who was a sophomore last year, not on the team anymore. But they were a huge 1-2 punch for Solano last year, and they showed up big in that game last year against Napa.
I mean, you can just feel the intensity here in these final 3 minutes. It feels like any bucket that Napa shoots or attempts, you're like, for Solano's sake, you're hoping it doesn't go in, and vice versa for Napa. They don't want Solano to tie up this game.
You know, going back to Jaquise Jones, was the player of the game for that last game versus Napa last year. I think Nico Ignacio has done a great job filling in that role, filling in those shoes. They're tough, a lot of big shoes to fill in, but I think Nico's done a great job.
Ignacio, he's just been all over here in the second half. His active defense has caused a lot of offense for them, and that's the reason they're only down 2 here with 2:45 to go. Yeah,
definitely a freshman with a lot of potential here for Solano, but let's not look at the future now as we have 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this game. Solano down by 2, and I think an offensive rebound here would be huge for Napa, so you got to focus on a defensive rebound here for Solano if you force a miss. Farrington with the ball, driving in, floaters up, no good. And almost an offensive rebound there for Broom, but Justice Wilson recovers it, and he has the ball, kicks over to Chapman. Akpolke in the corner, drives over to the elbow. Hands it over to Ignacio. He'll slow the game down. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Ignacio fouled on the layup. He'll go to the line for 2. Huge call there, and a huge foul call. I believe that's going to be on Bynum Bay. So Ignacio going back to the line.
Just the way he blows by his defender with his speed every time, it feels like he drives to the lane, gets that foul call.
So now 2 free throws here for Nico Ignacio, looking to tie up this game here for Solano.
That's
First
big.
free throw is good for Ignacio. Second free throw goes in and out, so it stays a Napa lead. Farrington now with the ball here for Napa with 2 minutes to go. Bynum Bay, guarded by Justice Wilson, swings it over to Jackson. Fleming now finds Farrington. He'll call for a screen from Bynum Bay in the corner, drives in. And they're going to call a foul on Jeremiah Cardwell, and he does not like the call. But Bynum Bay will now go to the line for 2 shots on a 6-second shot clock. He's able to draw the foul.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what more Jeremiah Cardwell could do there. I mean, he was just hands-up defense. Didn't really go towards him. Just stayed in his spot and still got called for the foul. So
yeah, and
it's unfortunate.
He's pleading his case to the ref right now during this first free throw shot by Bynum Bay, and it goes in and out.
It's a big miss by Bynum Bay.
And he's really been money tonight from the free throw line. Huge miss there for Solano and for Napa.
This crowd's really getting into it.
Second free throw from Bynum Bay is good, so he goes 1 of 2 from the line. Now it's back to a 2-point game. Napa leads. Justice Wilson with the ball. Wilson kicks over to Ignacio in the corner. Ignacio driving, looking for a pass to Akpolke. Back out to Ignacio. He'll pull up for the 3. No good. Rebounded by Bynum Bay. Farrington taking it up now for Napa.
You're still good here if you're Solano. Just play key defense. Still got 1:30 to work with.
Got to get a stop here, though. Cannot let this game turn into a 2-possession game.
Farrington driving in on Ignacio. Kicks out to the corner to Fleming. He'll pull up mid-range. It's good. Huge shot there from Hassan Fleming for Napa. Now taking almost under a minute now, and almost a bad pass there from Jeremiah Cardwell to Justice Wilson, but he does get it back. Wilson, guarded by E.J. Rogers. Calling for a screen from Cardwell. He drives in, steps back out. He's doubled, can't dribble. Gotta look for something. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Akpolke driving, and he's fouled by Bynum Bay on the layup. He'll go to the line for 2. Huge call there with 40 seconds left in this game. Solano looking to cut it to 1 possession right here.
Yeah, just 40 seconds. To me, Solano just gotta get a shot quicker than that.
Yeah, I think Wilson was looking for a shot on that step back 3, but it was great defense there from Rogers. And I believe it was help defense there from Fleming. And first free throw's no good from Akpolke.
Polke's got to make this second one here.
That's huge.
And subbing in for Napa, Gerard Jackson. He's been a huge player on the perimeter tonight for Napa. Subbing in for E.J. Rogers, looking for some offense here. Kind of close out this game for the Storm. Akpolke. 1 of 2 from the line, cuts it to a 1-possession game, and Solano will call timeout. 40.8 seconds here. So you still got a 30-second shot clock if you're Napa. And Solano, do you look to foul? Depending on who has the ball.
No, not with 3-point game. Because, even if they just hit 1 and 2, then you just can't get a 3 to tie it right there. So it's got to be a great defensive possession. But give up no points.
Yeah, I believe Solano, they're going to have to play great defense. And then obviously we're guessing there's going to be 10 seconds left here in this ball game. If Napa doesn't go down and score here, is Justice Wilson is going to look to tie up this game and send it to overtime.
Yeah, and you got to assume Solano's going to look to put in a defensive lineup here. Don't want them to score right here and get that last possession to try and tie up this game.
I mean, to me, I would not be surprised if Napa just tries to go for a quick shot, maybe go for a 2-for-1 opportunity. And I feel like Solano is definitely going to assume that they're going to shave off as much time as they could get. If Napa could just get a quick shot really quickly, that might throw off Solano. Might not be able to see it coming.
I mean, I could see that happening because Solano does like to play very tight on-ball pressure in these tight moments. And Farrington, he hasn't shot the ball well tonight from the perimeter, but he's done a really good job of getting blow-bys, drawing doubles, or getting his floater to go in.
And we're going to see a full court press here from Solano.
Inbounding the ball for Napa, Jaden Robinson. Gets it into Farrington, almost loses the ball. Doubled by Ignacio, and they're going to call timeout. Good timeout there from Napa as Farrington was in trouble there on the corner.
Yeah, they had the trap going there. That's when your heart sinks if you're a basketball player getting stuck in the corner with 2 people on you.
I feel like Solano just has a really great full-court defense. I want to see them pull it out more in-game and just really for maybe just a lot more of that second half rather than just the last couple minutes.
Yeah, and I feel like it works really well against teams that are about their size because if you're playing a team that has more length than you and they are able to get the ball down the court, that's an easy layup for them. So that full court press is really key right now, though, for Solano. So that shaved off 3 seconds before the Napa timeout, and they'll still inbound the ball behind the hoop.
And, I'm really happy this is a very close game because after this, of course, we do have the women's game, which there are 2 teams for women for both Napa and Solano. Do have a lot better records, are fighting for, top of the conference play. And this is a really good way to set the tone for that next game.
Yeah, and both women's teams, I believe, have been watching the game most of the time, so they definitely might be able to feed off the energy of both teams. Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, Napa will inbound the ball here with 37.6 seconds to go and 20 seconds left on this shot clock, as it will be Jaden Robinson once again. Akpolke and Ignacio high up in this full court press for Solano. Chapman, Cardwell, and Wilson is the rest of the lineup. Back to Robinson. Almost loses his footing. Jackson kicks up to Broom, and Bynum Bay is going to dribble it away from the hoop. Almost a bad pass there from Farrington. They get it to Robinson. He's cornered by Ignacio and Cardwell. To pass! Turnover created by Solano. 15 seconds here. They're just going to play it. 12 seconds.
Taking the shot
Sidestep 3 from Justice Wilson.
And they're going to foul him. Good play there from Napa, as that is a smart play in basketball when it's a 3-point game. Foul the shooter. Now 8 seconds to go. Wilson will go to the line for 2 as they are in double bonus.
It's a big controversial one.
Yeah,
some people hate it. Some people love the idea.
I'm not a fan of it at all. I mean, I know it is the right play, but I think it just takes away some of the excitement in close games like this. But still, nonetheless, a great play or just decision from Napa.
So now Wilson, he's going to have to make one, intentionally miss the other.
Oh, and he missed! But Cardwell gets the rebound, but I forgot it is 2 free throws, not 1 and 1. So Cardwell kind of fooled me on that one. But that first free throw was huge.
Yeah, that's the one you got to hit.
Now the decision is, do you force the miss here if you're Justice Wilson? You make it. So now it's a 2-point game with 8 seconds to go. You do have time if you're Solano to have a quick foul and hope. The Napa free throw shooter goes 1 of 2 from the line.
Yeah.
And keeps it a 1-possession game.
I mean, just seeing Justice Wilson's face after getting fouled there, the pure frustration, and I can't blame him there.
Yeah. And you know he wanted to take that shot,
100%.
Try and tie up this game.
Drew was calling for a sidestep 3.
Yeah. I mean, if they didn't foul, I could almost guarantee that's the shot that would have happened.
I mean, he's been butter doing that all game, all season.
Yeah, I mean, that's his signature shot. And he had the one-on-one right there. He might have pulled that with still 5 seconds left on the clock because you know that if you play good defense, you're going to overtime. So, and there's still a chance for offensive rebound with 5 seconds, but he did get fouled. Went 1 of 2 from the line. Solano down 2.
But now here, Napa, they got to worry about getting that inbound pass in.
Yeah, I mean, they were kind of really hesitant on a lot of those passes on the full court press. And they did end up turning it over. So Solano definitely looking to get a steal here, but also you got a foul. So kind of got to choose which one you want to do with 8.6 seconds. No shot clock, obviously. Jaden Robinson's going to inbound. And Jeremiah Cardwell falls down, and they're going to have to foul Farrington. He'll go to the line for 1 and 1 free throws.
I don't know what happened to Cardwell there on that play.
Yeah, it seemed like he kind of tripped trying to guard Broom. So now Farrington, 1 and 1 free throws. It's a huge first free throw. 7 seconds still on the clock. And it's off. Rebound by Nico Ignacio. 5 seconds left. He'll push the pace. 2. He's fouled on the 3-point shot. He'll go to the line for 3 shots. Oh my goodness. What a crucial mistake there from Napa. As if he hits these 3 free throws, Solano has a chance to walk out with a W here.
Napa bench just cannot believe it. That's a blunder for the Storm. And of all players to go to the line, cannot be Ignacio if you're Napa.
He almost made that shot, too.
Wow. That is huge. He took that shot with 2 seconds to go. So they're going to have to reset this clock as the time did not run out, I believe, once the shot hit the rim and the whistle was called. But Nico Ignacio, an 85.4% free throw shooter.
They put 1.5 seconds on the clock.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that is insane to me. But he's still got to hit these free throws if you're Solano, and especially if you're Nico Ignacio. All the pressure is on him. 85.4% free throw shooter. Down by 2. First free throw's up. It's good. Huge. Now just a 1-point deficit for Solano.
And we got the women's team waiting, cheering them on right here.
Second free throw is good. He ties up this game. So that's what you really want if you're Solano, just being able to tie it. And now Napa is going to call the timeout, trying to kind of ice him on this third shot, because I think you're out of timeouts now if you're Napa, and you got to put up a full court shot no matter what.
Nico was still locked in. He did not want to come off that free throw line.
Yeah, he put up the #1 finger to the ref even after the timeout was called, like he thought he was still shooting it.
Didn't realize the timeout was called there. That is such a gut feeling, and to be able to hit those free throws to at least tie it there, all credit in the world.
I'm sure Ignacio's feeling the weight off of his shoulders after those first two going in. Now you're not as nervous as you are here.
Yeah, Nico Ignacio, what a huge rebound off that 1-and-1 miss from Farrington as well. And then going down and pulling up on the three-point shot, heavily contested, and he gets the foul call, and the shot almost goes in.
Yeah, Ignacio just really has had a great second half.
Yeah, great bounce back second half.
Yeah, a lot of defensive efforts. It's turned into offense.
I mean, the women's team down here was freaking out because they thought that shot was about to fall in. I did too. I can't even blame her. I was about to start freaking out myself up here.
But now the timeout is over, and Nico Ignacio putting up the third free throw off the three-point shot foul. And Jordan Rillo is going to sub in for Akpolki. Huge shot here from Ignacio to most likely give Solano a win. And it bounces in. Solano takes a 1-point lead, and Napa does have another timeout, so they will call it with 1.5 seconds to go. Solano takes the lead. They hadn't had the lead almost all game, and they come back and get a 1-point lead with 1 second to go.
We were saying it all game. You can't leave this Solano team in the game. They will find a way with these two guards in the backcourt to somehow win it.
Yeah, just a great second half effort for Solano. I can't believe it, like they got here, and my question is does that timeout put them in half court, or do they still have to work?
I believe
full 94 feet?
I believe it'll go to the half court because I think that's how it works for all of basketball. Okay. So you don't want to look. If you're Napa, alley-oop or quick floater layup off the inbound pass. If you're Solano, you cannot put up a great contest and do not foul because it's only a 1-point game, and if you foul on the shot like Napa just did.
I don't think Napa will go for an alley-oop. I mean, they tried one alley-oop earlier. I think it was in the first half. It actually hit the rim, so it wasn't a very great alley-oop.
Yeah.
And they do start.
Oh, they do start all the way 90 feet down the court.
So it's just going to be a half-court heave, it looks like.
So inbounding it for Napa is E.J. Rogers. He gets the ball. He's going to run across. Full court pass.
Nope.
And it's got taken away by Justice Wilson. And that's game. Solano takes the W away from Napa. 66-65. Oh my goodness, what a game.
I mean, what more can you say? A come-from-behind win for the Solano Falcons? You said if five-point game with 5 minutes to go, they're going to somehow pull it out. I would believe you every time.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with these games between Napa and Solano, but every single time it just seems to be a great game. Absolute dominant performance from the guards. Justice Wilson and Ignacio played amazing game. And then even down low in the post, Jeremiah Carwell, Sanchez, Camion Whitaker, really were the game changers for me. Beautiful game, and I'm really happy to see them get this win. First win in a while. Want to see them bring that momentum over.
Yeah, great all-around effort here by Solano as they were losing almost the entire game. Came back, got a 1-point lead with 1 second to go, and they take the W. But don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, as we do have a post-game interview with Nico Ignacio, the man who hit all 3 free throws to win the game for Solano. We'll be right back.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
for more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
It's more than just sports. It's an education.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back here at Solano College. Post-game interview here with the star of the final seconds, Nico Ignacio. What a game, man. I'm proud of you guys. Got the 1-point victory.
Yeah.
I mean, what was going through your mind on those last 3 free throws, especially that last one, too, man?
I haven't lost the words, bro. In that moment, when I got fouled, I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to hit these free throws to win the game. I didn't want to go tie. I didn't want to lose. I wanted to win the game at that point. But I felt very nervous, I'm not going to lie, but I practice those free throws every day with my team. I was very confident at the end, and we sealed the game.
And how was the energy playing in front of this crowd tonight as we had like a staff appreciation night and you hear them during those free throws? How was their energy tonight?
Knowing this is a rivalry game, it was very intense. Since my freshman year, I heard there's a lot of drama between the two teams. I wanted to come in as a freshman, show them what's up, the new player they got, Solano. And I was just very confident out there, and the energy was hyping me up too. Like, everyone was just hyped, and it brought energy to our team.
Yeah, certainly a huge rivalry between you guys. I mean, last year went to overtime. It was a huge game. It was the last game we broadcast for you guys. But what was going on in that last timeout before your third free throw? Mainly the team's energy and, like, kind of how did that help you for that last free throw?
Knowing my team, we always lift up each other. On that last free throw, I was still confident. It didn't really affect how I'm going to shoot the ball. And from there, like, I was super confident. Yeah, that's all. Just confidence.
For sure.
Yep.
And one last question for you.
Okay.
First half was a little rough.
Yeah.
2 quick fouls. You had to sit a little bit. How did you bounce back in that second half, and what were you telling yourself going into the second half?
What I told myself is to play a different role, play defense, be smart, rebound the ball, just do little small things that will affect the team to win the game. And so I did that, and I got in the groove, got my momentum, and that's where I just took off.
Yeah, it was a huge second half for you and your team as Solano comes up with the win, 66-65. Appreciate having you on for the interview. Good luck on you guys the next game. Well, that'll do it for us here in the men's Solano game, but don't go anywhere as we will have a new broadcast for the women's team as they will be taking on the women's Napa Valley Storm team as Solano will look to get another W here at Solano College. But till next time, everyone, take care.